Well, hello to you and thank you for joining us at noon. We're joined by meteorologist Simone Thomas. And Simone, we have to talk about this morning's lows. It was chilly.
It was really
cold.
A little
light frost over my windshield.
I got up early to hang out with y'all on Wake Up Central, and it was cold this morning. I think I said that a number of times. We got down to 29 degrees in the capital city. Hot Springs got as low as 27. Arkadelphia getting as low as 24. Now Pine Bluff was in the 30s, but still below freezing. Got as low as 31 this morning. Thankfully, as we approach the lunch hour, we're up to the lower to some middle 50s in central Arkansas. 53 right now in the capital city, 55 in Arkadelphia. Pine Bluff up to 57. As we continue through the afternoon, looking to see some upper 50s, maybe even some lower 60s on the board. We are starting to see more of those clouds rolling in. There'll be a mix of clouds and sun, but that's nothing compared to what we're tracking this weekend. Stick around. Your weekend outlook is coming up in just a few.
All right, Simone, thank you. Well, in case you missed it, Governor Sanders is working to regulate your SNAP benefits. She wrote a letter calling to prevent it from allowing the purchase of sugary drinks and unhealthy foods. Teach Me 11's Ashley Godwin provides the full breakdown of the letter and the governor's plan.
And with obesity as high as ever, this would be a massive benefit to our health and our taxpayers.
In a post on social media, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders is asking for certain foods to be excluded from purchasing with SNAP benefits. On Wednesday, she sent a letter to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Brooke Rollins, nominees of President-elect Trump, who will oversee the Department of Health and Human Services and the Department of Agriculture. In the letter, she says, quote, "I ask that you work collaboratively across the administration to prohibit the sale of junk food in SNAP and end taxpayer-funded junk food." She also hopes to pursue SNAP waivers that will support the buying of fresh fruits and vegetables.
So we are definitely supportive of helping people become healthier, make healthier choices.
Christy Putnam, the Secretary for Arkansas's Department of Human Services, says the agency was kept in the loop about the governor's letter. She says there are already programs in place through Medicaid and SNAP that will provide access for healthier foods, like Double Up food bucks.
People are able to extend the purchase power of their SNAP benefits when they purchase produce at certain locations.
The hope is that this will give Arkansans better options and prevent illness and disease later in life.
If we have better health to start with, then we're going to avoid, the worst health outcomes down the road by people eating, making health choices that contribute to chronic health conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease.
To be clear, Governor Sanders' letter is a request to these federal agencies. No changes to SNAP benefits have been made at this time. Back to you.
All right, Ashley, thank you. Well, from regulating the SNAP program to forbidding access to health care for illegal immigrants, Arkansas is among 18 other GOP-led states to shut out dreamers from President Biden's Affordable Care Act. Anyone brought into the country as a child illegally are categorized as dreamers. Those individuals can no longer reap the benefits of health insurance through the Affordable Care Act. It's a rule allowing them to have temporary health care despite lacking citizenship status. North Dakota Attorney General Drew Weakley issued a statement regarding the lawsuit. He says the process is not always easy, but says it, quote, speaks to the access to our healthcare system, the cost of our healthcare system, and the burden on the American public, end quote. Governor Sanders shared more information on the investments into the Little Rock Port. It's the result of the Economic Development Commission's program for site development. On Wednesday, Sanders said an extra $2 million will be used on construction. The city hopes to create 13 statewide industrial sites.
This money will fund work that, if not necessarily headline grabbing, is still critically important for economic development projects.
Across the region, Sanders says they will be improving drainage, laying new water and electric lines, and studying soil. We have that in-depth breakdown on our website at THP11.com. Well, we have new details on Missouri shooting between law enforcement and an Arkansas man. This afternoon, Jared Cousins is facing first-degree assault. He opened fire on officers after leading them on a chase, then crashing into a median. A dead body was later found inside the car. Authorities have since identified that person as Clara Blackston. We're working to learn when charges will be filed in her death. State police are investigating an inmate death at the Cummins prison. According to authorities, Quincy Moore was found dead in a cell last night. His body was sent to the Arkansas State Crime Lab for further investigation, and of course, we will continue to work to learn the cause of his death. And a major development is being made in the shooting of United Healthcare CEO. Lily Luciano reports on the latest findings and what they're revealing about the suspect.
Shell casings found at the scene where United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was killed matched the 3D printed ghost gun 26-year-old Luigi Mangione had in his possession when he was arrested, according to the NYPD Wednesday. Police also said the suspect's fingerprints matched the ones found on a water bottle and a wrapper found outside a Starbucks, where surveillance video appears to show he was before the killing. The NYPD said his print also matches one found on a cell phone that was recovered in an alley near the hotel. And at the time of his arrest, the NYPD says the suspect had a notebook where he wrote about his disdain for the healthcare industry. Law enforcement sources tell CBS News he wrote about using a bomb, but wrote that a shooting would be more targeted and would not risk innocent lives.
Are you seeing the statements about choosing a gun over a bomb that were allegedly made in this notebook as an admission?
I don't know that they have a confession, but I think they have enough facts, enough of a pattern of facts at this point to say this shows he was going to do it. This shows how he was going to do it. These pictures show you that he did do it.
Sources tell CBS News Mangione's mother filed a missing persons report in San Francisco just days before the shooting. Friends say they hadn't heard from the suspect for several months.
I remember looking at his face like, that guy looks so familiar.
Dorian Wright says he taught the suspect several times at Power Yoga, Hawaii.
He mentioned to me when I was helping him with the pose, he said, I have a back injury. And I'm like, where's your back injury? And he said, lower back. The goal was he came to our studio to heal himself, and I don't have any bad memories of him.
Mangione's attorney says he plans to plead not guilty to all charges. And yesterday, the CEO of United Health, the parent company of United Healthcare, put out a letter to the staff of the company honoring Brian Thompson, the victim, and also stating at one point that the company vows to make healthcare better for everyone. Lilia Luciano, CBS News, Huntington, Pennsylvania.
The Arkansas Congress could yet again discuss easing gun restrictions. Learn more on what a new bill is proposing at 12:18.
Well, if you've taken a step outside lately, you might have noticed the cloud cover is increasing, but we're really looking at these rain chances that are on the rise this weekend. Coming up, we're walking through the weekend ahead in that 7-day outlook.